There are various tax credits available in Canada that can help reduce your tax liability and increase your overall tax savings. Here are some common tax credits you should be aware of. 1. Basic personal amount. Every Canadian taxpayer is entitled to claim a basic personal amount, which allows for a tax credit on a portion of their income. The basic personal amount is adjusted annually for inflation and is designed to eliminate or reduce tax on lower income levels. 2. Canada Employment Amount. This tax credit is available to individuals who have employment income. It allows for a credit on a portion of employment income, helping to lower the tax burden for employed individuals. 3. Tuition and education tax credits. If you or your dependent are enrolled in post-secondary education, you may be eligible to claim the tuition tax credit. This credit allows for a deduction of eligible tuition fees paid, which can help reduce your tax liability. In certain cases, unused tuition credits can be transferred to a spouse, partner, or parent. 4. Medical expense tax credit. This credit allows you to claim eligible medical expenses paid during the year that exceed a certain threshold. Eligible expenses can include prescription medications, medical devices, premiums paid for private health insurance, and certain medical treatments. 5. Disability tax credit. Individuals with disabilities may be eligible for the Disability Tax Credit (DTC). This credit offers financial assistance to individuals with a severe and prolonged impairment in physical or mental functions. The DTC can provide tax savings and potentially eligibility for other tax benefits and programs. 6. Home Accessibility Tax Credit (HATC). This credit applies to expenses incurred for making your home more accessible and helps individuals with mobility issues. Qualifying expenses can include installing grab bars, wheelchair ramps, or elevators. 7. Charitable Donation Tax Credit. Taxpayers who make eligible charitable donations can claim a non-refundable tax credit. The credit is calculated based on the total donation amount, with higher rates for larger donations. 8. Children's Fitness and Arts Tax Credits. These credits were phased out in 2017 but remain available for claimants who didn't claim them in previous years. The fitness credit is for fees paid for eligible physical activities for children, while the arts credit covers expenses related to eligible artistic, cultural, or developmental activities for children. 9. First-Time Homebuyers Tax Credit (FTHB). If you qualify as a first-time homebuyer, you may be eligible for a non-refundable tax credit. This credit allows you to claim a portion of the costs associated with purchasing a qualifying home, such as legal fees and land transfer taxes. 10. Public Transit Tax Credit. The Public Transit Tax Credit was eliminated in 2017, but you can still claim it for eligible expenses incurred before July 1, 2017. This credit allowed individuals to claim a portion of monthly or annual public transit passes to reduce their tax liability. 11. Volunteer Firefighting Tax Credit. If you are a volunteer firefighter, you may be eligible for a tax credit. This credit recognizes the commitment and services provided by volunteers in firefighting and covers a portion of eligible expenses. 12. Tradesperson's Tools Deduction. Tradespeople who purchase, replace, or upgrade eligible tools used in their employment may be able to claim a deduction for the cost of those tools. This deduction helps offset the expenses associated with maintaining necessary tools for employment. 13. Canada Employment Credit. This credit provides tax relief for work-related expenses incurred by employees, such as home office expenses, travel costs, and professional dues. The Canada Employment Credit is non-refundable and allows for a deduction against employment income. 14. Adoption Expense Tax Credit. If you have adopted a child, you may be eligible for a tax credit based on eligible adoption expenses. This credit can help offset the costs associated with the adoption process, including adoption agency fees, legal expenses, and travel expenses. 15. Mineral Exploration Tax Credit. Investors in mineral exploration companies can benefit from this tax credit. It provides a non-refundable tax credit for a portion of eligible exploration expenses incurred in Canada. 16. Children's Special Allowances. The Children's Special Allowances are not technically a tax credit, but they are worth mentioning. These allowances are tax-free payments made by the federal government to help support the care and upbringing of children in foster care or in the care of a child and family services agency. 17. Pension Income Tax Credit. If you are receiving eligible pension income, you may be eligible to claim a federal non-refundable tax credit. This credit allows for a reduction in tax payable on qualifying pension income. 18. Caregiver tax credit. If you provide care for a family member with a physical or mental impairment, you may be eligible for the caregiver tax credit. This credit can help offset the costs associated with the care and support of the dependent. 19. Family tax cut. Income splitting. The family tax cut, also known as income splitting, allows eligible couples with children to redistribute a portion of their income between spouses to potentially reduce their overall tax bill. However, please note that this credit was eliminated for the 2016 tax year and subsequent years. 20. Digital News Subscription Expense Tax Credit. Introduced in 2020, this new tax credit allows individuals to claim a non-refundable tax credit for qualifying digital news subscription expenses. Eligible subscriptions must be paid to a qualified Canadian journalism organization. 21. Climate Action Incentive. Residents of provinces that do not have a carbon pricing system may be eligible for the Climate Action Incentive, which provides a tax credit to help offset the increased costs associated with the federal carbon pricing system. 22. Apprenticeship Job Creation Tax Credit. This credit is available to employers who hire and train apprentices in certain skilled trades. It provides a tax credit based on the eligible salaries and wages paid to apprentices. 23. Film or Video Production Services Tax Credit. If you are involved in the production of Canadian film or video production, you may be eligible for tax credits at the federal and/or provincial level. These credits are designed to encourage investment in Canadian film and television production. 24. Scientific Research and Experimental Development (SR&ED) Tax Credit. Businesses engaged in qualifying research and development activities may be eligible for the SR&ED tax credit. This credit can provide significant tax incentives to encourage innovation and technological advancement. Airzole is a leading provider of comprehensive tax solutions. With our team of experienced professionals and cutting-edge technology, we offer efficient and accurate tax services to individuals and businesses alike. From tax planning and preparation to IRS issue resolution, we handle all aspects of taxes with precision and expertise. Our commitment to delivering personalized solutions tailored to each client's unique needs sets us apart. Contact us today at +1 647 232 7909 and discover how Airzole can streamline your tax process and help you achieve your financial goals.